The next step, once kids know how many and how many more to make 5, is that we would show them quickly. I'm going to show these 5 frames to you quickly. I want you to tell me how many dots and how many more to make 5. Ready?
1.
How many more to make 5?
4. 2.
How many more to make 5?
3. 0.
How many more to make 5?
5. 4.
How many more to make 5?
1. 3.
How many more to make 5?
2. 5.
How many more to make 5?
0.
I didn't have to ask Theo very many questions about these, but if kids did get them wrong, for example, if I showed them this and they said 4, how many more to make 5? 2. I might ask something like, oh, how did you know? Or how could you tell? We could flip it over to make sure that they are right. So if kids are able to do those 5 frames, we can move on to a game like out and under. The game is something like this. If I have 3 out, how many are under?
2.
And we can check and see. And we can connect it to those finger patterns, or we can connect it back to the 5 frame. Theo, if 1 is out, how many are under?
4.
4 are under. Can you tell that's 4? How can you tell I have 4 here?
Because there's like 2 here and 2 there.
Great. If 2 are out, how many are under?
3.
Is that 3? Mm-hmm. And if this many are out, how many are out?
4.
4. How many are under?
1.
1. 4 and 1 make
5.
5. If outnumbered seems pretty easy, another game to play could be something like rolling a die. You probably don't have a die that looks like this. Mine says from 1 through 5 on it. But you perhaps have a die that has dots on it. And sometimes I'll just say to kids, if you roll a 6, then we'll call it a 0.
Yeah, but I actually have dice just like that.
For you. So we'll roll a die. 2. What goes with 2 to make 5?
3.
3. Why don't you roll, Theo? 5. What goes with 5 to make 5?
0.
What goes with 1 to make 5?
4.
And you can roll. Oh, what goes with 1 to make 5?
4.
And eventually, because you'll notice with rolling the die, we gave one part. Theo only had to come up with the other part. And the most advanced would be if I just ask Theo, Theo, what 2 numbers can be added together to make 5?
0.
0 and?
5.
0 and 5 make 5. What different numbers can be added together to make 5?
4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 5 and 0.
Okay, 4 and 1, 5 and 0. Can you think of a different combination or a pair that go together to make 5?
And 3 and 2.
3 and 2 make 5. That's the most advanced. I didn't give Theo any part. He had to create those combinations all on his own.